Hey folks, Leo here, your go-to crypto insider diving deep into the XRP world. Imagine this, XRP just flipped Bitcoin in trading volume on South Korea's largest exchange, Upbit. That's right, liquidity is flooding in from Asia like never before, and it's not slowing down. If you're holding XRP or thinking about jumping in, this could be the signal you've been waiting for. But hold on, what if I told you XRP is on the verge of disappearing from exchanges altogether? Not because of delisting, but because whales and institutions are hoarding it so aggressively that retail supply could dry up fast. Stick around because I'm breaking down the latest buzz from today's X posts, expert predictions, and why this surge to $2.93 as of October 1st, 2025 changes everything. This is insider info you won't find elsewhere. Let's unpack it step by step. First off, let's set the stage with the facts. XRP has surged 3.1% in the last 24 hours to $2.95, outpacing the broader market's 2.99% gain. That's no accident. Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, stepping down but staying on as an advisor, has eased concerns about leadership continuity, keeping the momentum alive. Add in the SEC clearing state trusts as crypto custodians, and suddenly XRP's institutional outlook is brighter than ever, paving the way for ETF hopes that could explode this October. But wait until you hear what today's X chatter reveals about whale activity. It's massive. Diving deeper, check this out from crypto analyst Coach T on X. In just 3 days, wallets holding 10 million to 100 million XRP added a whopping 120 million tokens. That's about $340 million worth. Whales aren't just dipping their toes, they're diving in headfirst, bouncing XRP from $2.70 to $2.92 in a flash, an 8.5% pump. This isn't random. It's strategic accumulation ahead of potential breakouts. And get this, X-Finance Bull dropped a bombshell today, confirming XRP's volume dominance on Upbit. Asia's demand is insatiable, with every Ripple partnership adding fuel to the fire. If you're wondering why this matters, think of it like this. When whales stockpile, retail traders get squeezed out, creating a supply crunch that drives prices skyward. But is this the start of something bigger? Hang tight. I've got more breaking evidence from verified experts that could push XRP past $3 soon. Now let's talk technicals, because the charts are screaming opportunity. Analyst Risk shared a killer breakdown. XRP reacted from the $2.80 support zone after weeks of decline, now pushing toward $2.94 with upward momentum building. The next targets? $3.15 to $3.20, a zone that's resisted before but could crack with sustained strength. If we see higher lows, we're looking at an extension to $3.35 or even $3.40. This aligns perfectly with Tron Weekly's take. XRP consolidating between $2.82 and $2.94, with bulls eyeing a breakout above $2.94 that could rally to $3.65 or higher, boosted by Bitcoin and Ethereum sentiment. And don't miss the Crypto Basics insight. They're watching for a potential drop to $2.65 as preliminary support, but emphasizing that price structure trumps timing. Past cycles show gap fills taking about 129 days, hinting at a mid-November push into $2.30 territory before a bullish breakout. This is the kind of expert-level analysis that keeps you ahead, mixing on-chain data with real-time market vibes. But here's where it gets exciting. Community reactions are off the charts. From Alva app, social chatter is spiking, but the crowd split between ETF bulls and regulatory skeptics. Volume and open interest are up, even as retail cools, showing persistent engagement. They're eyeing the $2.77 to $2.97 zone. A failure at $2.85 could dip, but oversold signals scream bounce potential. And ChadSartan.com echoes this with bullish scenarios. Breaking above $3.20 could target $3.60 or beyond if support holds. Cautious voices warn of downside to $2.75. But with Fed cuts and OI spiking, the upside flip could happen fast. What if XRP shatters that $3.05 resistance with volume confirmation? We're talking a rocket to $4.20 in weeks, as Coach T predicts. This isn't hype. It's data-backed FOMO you can feel. Shifting gears, let's address the elephant in the room. If you're doubting this surge like most are, you're not alone. Common myths say XRP's stuck in regulatory limbo or that whales are just pumping to dump. But look at the counter-evidence from wide open truth. Ripple's co-founder moved 140 million XRP to exchanges amid the rally. Sure, it could signal profit-taking, but in context, it's more about liquidity shuffling for bigger plays. Sober trading notes, bearish divergences with Binance reserves rising, keeping a cautious eye before a $3 breakout. And from the ghost of Wall Street, XRP's coiling in a high time frame pennant, rejecting at $2.60, but heading for a $2.90 retest. A confirmed break could hit 3.1, 3.3, even new all-time highs. The pain point? If it fails, we revisit lower supports, but oversold indicators and state-level accumulation, like Alva mentioned, legitimize XRP for institutions. This counters the skepticism. It's not about short-term dips, it's about long-term adoption setting precedents. If you're feeling the FOMO yet doubting, ask yourself, what if this is the prelude to XRP's massive wave? Building to the climax, here's the game changer. November 14th is locked in as huge for the XRP ledger per Ammonix and XRP Queen. The Trump family calls Q4 the biggest in crypto history. Bitcoin to $1 million, XRP primed for adoption. BXE token, a utility leader on XRPL, hits its first centralized exchange then, potentially surging from $0.03 to $19 to $24. Tie that to Baba Crypto's scoop, SEC naming crypto a top priority, requesting ETF issuers withdraw 19B-4 filings to speed approvals via streamlined S1s. For XRP, this means possible October debuts, breaking past $3.60 to $5 to $7, even $10 long-term with Ripple's partnerships. And JoSA adds, XRP climbed to $2.93 on ETF speculation, with regulators warming up. This changes everything. Insider moves, like Japan's SBI launching XRP lending, as Funbro Rob Moyer shared, pushing to $2.95, with strength above key EMAS. The excitement is rising. Are you ready for XRP to vanish from exchanges as demand explodes? Wrapping this up, we've covered the surge from whale hordes to ETF catalysts, debunked myths, and spotlighted predictions that scream upside. XRP at $2.93 today isn't just a number, it's the launchpad for what's next. Remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. But if you're in the XRP community, this is our moment. Unity and smart plays will get us to the moon. If this blew your mind, smash that like button. Drop a comment with your XRP price target, $4, $10 or higher. Subscribe for more alpha like this and share with the community. Let's get XRP to the moon together. Thanks for watching. Leo out.